Well, mate, we had two choices.
Yep.
Either I jumped on the back of the bike and you took me around, or you jumped in with me, and I reckon this is my go, and this is much more sensible for me than being on the back of that thing with you.
Oh, that would have been interesting, mate. We could just, yeah. It's not much fun being on the back of a motorbike.
Exactly.
I'm not a good passenger at the best of times.
So when you do your financial planning, what's your accountant say to you?
Oh, it was just funny a while ago when I was trying to get the best out of the situation, and he said to me, now, I can do it, but I must explain to you there is an element of risk involved. And I just said to him, mate, have you ever seen the Isle of Man TT? He just sort of looked at me with a screwed up face. I went, that's the least of my worries, just make it happen.
That's very good.
But this part's tricky. This is good fun, this part. It's really, really exciting. Come on.
I mean, one of the great things about these sorts of circuits is obviously it's a public road.
Yep.
But all the road irregularities, all the things, line markings, curbs, manhole covers, surface changes. I mean, the level of commitment here is higher than any other sort of racetrack, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I brushed that wall back there last year.
Did you?
Crushed the titanium shoulder pad, which was external on the leathers, on the super stock bike.
Is that
Hit
right?
That on the inside, yeah. They made a massive change to the stock bike, and it steered a lot quicker. I come into that corner and just turned in and went whoa and bang, and came in as wide as a sheet. But like down here, you're driving down here in fourth gear, just touches the limiter, and about where the post is here, back off and down a gear, but unbelievably bumpy through here. And you don't really feel it in the car, but across here, it just sort of skitters in. You just sort of wait for it to get grounded, then pick the throttle up and start driving straight away.
The track position must be so important in terms of where have you got little markers?
Yeah, markers all along, all different reference points on the edge of the road and whatnot. Really tricky. This section of track's actually claimed a lot of lives. It's really tricky. It's not enormously high speed, but you can imagine here, I mean, Laurel Bank, if you make a mistake here, there's nil runoff. So back down to third gear here and literally run your elbow through the grass here.
It's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, it's just an extraordinary piece of road.
Yeah, it is. This section here is one of those bits of road that you really need to, each corner links into the next.
Yeah. In terms of the flow.
Yeah. Coming up here on the stock yesterday on the last lap, had it absolutely sideways off there. But
you're a lunatic.
That's no different to you're doing on a road race circuit. Different vehicle. Through here, sort of short shift, third, fourth, keep the bike grounded because the front wheel comes off the ground here. This is where I had the moment on the stocker yesterday. Which sort of lost my nerve a little bit, tipped in here, and as the bike got light over here, the front folded a bit and sort of pushed, and then got into a big wobble as I changed direction. But yeah, these corners through here too, you get a lot of shadow on the road when the sun's out, which makes it very hard to see damp patches on the road when the conditions are like this.
Yeah.
And there's every chance the race can be held in condition like that. So this one, you run it out, click fifth gear, flick it in, absolutely flat in fifth gear through here.
Is this flat in fifth gear?
Flat in fifth, this section, yeah. Carry an enormous amount of speed out to that sign, and then bang, bang, back 2 gears. But you just got to trail the brake as you're losing contact patch on the tyre.
Yeah.
Off the brake, drive it, change direction, then up and back to second again for this tight left.
There's a lot of spots on this circuit that are so similar to the old Nürburgring in Germany.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of spots that are a lot like Le Mans.
Yeah.
And that French Classic's got some of that road course section. And
yeah.
I mean, again, the level of commitment when you've got nowhere to go is just extraordinary. That you can't really explain how much that heightens your senses.
It does. It makes your judgment so sharp.
Doesn't it?
It's unbelievable how street circuit does that. And yeah, it really, really does. See all the punters out here experiencing the circuit for themselves. As humans, there's always some of us that want to challenge ourselves, and whether that be climb a mountain or whether it be, base jump off a bridge. People want to do what hasn't been done or what's been done by few, or they want to do it better, they want to do it faster, and this is a perfect example of that. And I think it'd be a shame to deny us the opportunity to do these things in life, So many things in life now are banned. We're wrapped in cotton wool, public liability, people don't want to take any danger, people are worried about being sued for their actions, and I think it's great that this, for motorcycle racing, this really is the final frontier. Those section of corners coming down there, Hanley's through the walls. Actually, as I come up to that, I tell myself, like, thread the needle, because the line through there is so precise. Flicking it through here, I shift fourth. That was where I touched my knee through the hedge there I was talking about the other day. This section is absolutely pinpoint. Heading over to the right side of the track there, just touching the white line. Fifth gear, 100% throttle on the superbike, just brushing this hedge again on the left.
So right in tight there,
and then you end up out wide there. So, you know, it's pinpoint accuracy. And
is it flat?
Yeah, it is flat through there on the superbike. Yep. Yeah. Well, it frightens me to think about it now when you're in an open road situation.
This is a bit that I was blown away yesterday. I looked at this piece here. This was unbelievable.
Fifth flat through here, believe it or not. When
I stood right there, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
Especially with the road off here,
Yeah.
and down in this dip. There's a bottom in this dip.
Absolutely. Well, this is when I was leading the senior TT in 2008. That I bottomed the bike out and split the crankcases and the engine.
Right.
So you come down here, fifth gear, and you sit up. I sit up where that change of bitumen is.
Yep.
Back to fourth gear, a little bit of brake, off the brake, and you have to have the throttle open as you go into this dip.
Yep.
And you literally get airborne and bang, bottom out. And the G-forces is unbelievable as you come through there. So yeah, the bikes don't always hold together, and that's one spot that claims a few bikes because it's just so hard on the whole chassis and the bike bottoming out through there.